Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays, and today we're going to be talking about the global news, and, okay, alright, everyone, now you can be angry. You know, raise the gun gears. Yeah, basically, yeah, you can raise them on this one. It's totally fair. It's totally fair. Whoa, we can't play that. Copyrights are a thing that exists. Anyway, let's talk about the news. The global news has come out now. Basically, there is a big update coming to FFBE on the global side, and this is a really big thing to note because Google logins are finally going to show up. This is pretty exciting. This is something I have been waiting for a long time because Facebook is garbage and should probably be extinguished from the earth. Of course, something then would take the place of Facebook, which would be as equally garbage as Facebook, and then I would be complaining about that thing as opposed to Facebook. Anyway, I am not a big fan of Facebook, mainly because of just what Facebook is like and having my Facebook account hacked so many times. I'm not a big fan of it. So, in order to provide more ways for our players to log into the game, we have introduced a new global feature that will allow players to bind their FFBE account to their Google account. Players have a single attempt to bind their FFBE account to their social media accounts. If players choose to unbind their FFB accounts from their social media, they may not be able to rebind their accounts again. Please write down or take a screenshot of both your player ID or inquiry ID, any binding attempts to help with account recovery if issues arise. Doesn't sound like it's perfect yet. Google account login is not supported on Amazon devices, and an unbind function will be added in a future update, so you can't even unbind yet anyway. But Google logins is coming. That is pretty damn exciting. And you may be wondering, Umbra, why? This is a global video. Why do you have your JP side up? Well, to talk about this. Let's be honest, this is one of the things that global players have been waiting for a long time. And I got bad news for you global players. You're not getting the same thing that JP was getting. And, you know, I've advertised to people to maybe just hold off on being super angry till we knew for sure. Now we know for sure. It should be noted that there are a whole bunch of things that are coming with this mixture feature. It will be available after the 31st of January. Trade in 100% Trustmastered rare summon units for coins. Cannot trade in EX and free units such as Lauren and Ishtola, which is interesting that Lauren is on that list. Who would trade Lauren in? Oof. Anyway, Note 2 cannot trade in Mogal containers, so yeah, you can't trade in those either. So that's basically the same. The trade-in values are the same. A 5-star will give you 500 coins, a 4-star will give you 200 coins, and a 3-star will give you 100 coins. And I'm going to tell you that the same thing I've told everybody who plays the JP side. Don't trade in a 5-star. Just don't. You know, just don't do it. It's not worth the coins. Ever. Anyway, the other noticeable changes from the JP Mixer, no unit prisms, and this is the big thing that I think a lot of people were pinning their hopes on. Here on the JP side, we can trade in about 5,000 of these coins for, well, exactly 5,000 of these coins, for a unit prism to awaken a character to their 7-star form, especially limited time characters. As it looks like here, there isn't going to be any of that for global. So, tough titties, I guess, is the thing that I'm supposed to say here. Yeah, you're not getting it, so that sucks. However, in replace of it, you will see 5-star EX tickets. One 5-star EX ticket will basically cost you 5,000 coins. Now, This is something that I should say. It also should be noted that UOC ticket counts were changed from 3 to 5. Here on the JP side, we can potentially get three of these tickets in, you know, about 3 months' time. You guys can get 5. However, trying to get 5, keep in mind, I've been playing for years now on the JP side, and the most I've got is 21,000 coins. Then again, I didn't wood chipper all of my units, so there you go. But most of these coins also came from the anniversary event. So while you might get a big surge of these coins at the start of the mixer, it isn't that way into the future. Getting coins is slow, so you should plan accordingly. That being said, you don't need to worry about Prisms. So is a 5-star ticket really worth it? In my honest opinion, no. No, it's not. Meh. Like, seriously, a 5-star EX ticket gets progressively worse as the game goes on. The more units that are added to the 5-star unit pool means the less chance you have of actually getting something good, and let's be honest, something more specific. UOCs are still far more valuable in this sense. Yes, you obviously need 10 of them, but getting UOCs could be potentially just long-term more valuable for your account. Hence why I would recommend getting the UOCs maybe over a 5-star EX ticket. And to all of you who say, well, Umbra, I recently got this unit off my 5-star EX ticket. Fucking great, I guess. I don't really know what to tell you other than whoop-de-fucking-do. Because as for all the times that you have something good, there's almost as equal, if not a much greater chance at this point in the game's lifespan, of getting a unit that is not particularly that valuable. Again, to look at the UOC pool, and hell, even on the JP side, this kind of demonstrates this pretty damn well. How many of these units are actually still valuable in the current and future meta? The answer is, a lot of them are not. You have the possibility of drawing any of these units, and while you may get a CG Reagan, which is pretty good, it could be your first CG Reagan, it could be your third CG Reagan, it could be a unit that you've only have 1 of, 3 of, 2. 2 obviously is a big deal because you can make a 7-star, 4 is a big deal because you make a Super TMR, but there's also the chance of a 5th unit too. So I would argue that a 5-star EX ticket is just not that valuable in this case, and therefore I would particularly recommend to most global players to not be super excited about the 5-star EX ticket, and maybe fight a little hard to see if you guys can't get unit prisms. This might be something that you can complain about, and Gummy will change. And to be fair, it's probably the most value you can get out of the Trust Coin system. If you're talking about garbaging a whole bunch of other units to try and get one new 5-star that only gives you 500 coins, you're really not looking at very much trade-in value. It's ever decreasing value kind of thing. So I gotta say that I'm definitely not a big fan, and now, Global, now you can be angry. Congratulations, I give you my blessing. Go forth and raise hell down upon people. Gummy, though. Only Gummy. And remember, they're human beings, so go after the executives, please. Anyway, continuing on, Mogal Cave Expedition. Each expedition takes 4 hours, 3 attempts per day, 100% success rate, can't be accelerated, trust percentage is 3 stars gain 0.3%, 4 and 5 stars, 0.2%. So the percentage is the same. What's interesting about the Mogal Cave expedition is that on the JP side, we can choose the amount of time ours goes for. We can choose, I think it's 1, 3, 6, or 12, and I'm probably forgetting a number in there, but it's fine. The point is that we can choose how long we want our expeditions to go. Here you can't. Apparently, each expedition just takes 4 hours, and you can only do 3 attempts a day, and people have sleep cycles. So, it definitely seems a little bit nerfed from the JP side, since JP can just go as many times as we want, and more importantly than that, we can choose the amount of time we would like our muffins to be baking for. So, I guess we'll see how that works, but those are the big points that are excuse me, In the global news, I don't think there was really much. Oh, hold on, there has been a slight update. There's also King Mog maps, but they're not as exciting. Here is the official response. We have this update, just breaking news right in now. The official response about unit prisms on Facebook. We have received questions about players whether limited time units prisms will be available. Unfortunately, the prisms will not be available as part of the items exchange for the release of version 3.4. There are two reasons for this. The first reason is we would like to consider the players who have worked hard to obtain their limited time units. I'm just gonna say, go fuck yourself on that one, Gummy. You mean people who have spent money, worked hard on it. What a load of horse shit. Sorry. Anyway, another reason is that you can see in the current SOA event or the next lunar event. So I guess there's something to maybe make it easier, but the current Star Ocean event doesn't have it. I don't really understand that. The New Year's event, the chances of limited time units reappearing in the game are specifically planned for these events. For these reasons, we have included a 5-star guaranteed EX summon ticket, since we would like to broaden the opportunity for obtaining units by exchanging trust coins. However, we have plans to update the trust coin exchange list in the future in regards to limited time unit prisms. We plan to implement them whilst considering what the best timing is. So I'm just going to call it, this seems just like corporate bullshit. It seems like Gummy is stalling and seeing if they can get away with this. Really, that's what it reads like to me, is the idea that they're being like, hey, maybe if we explain this and give a 5-star EX ticket, people won't be angry. The other thing it seems to be that whatever their point is on the Star Ocean and Lunar is that these events are reoccurring, so you have a chance of getting these units again. Gummy just wants you to spend money, which, as a business, I would remind you, is their prerogative. It is their duty to their stockholders. However, as a consumer, I don't like it. I don't like anything about this. I think this is bad. I think everything about this is generally pretty poopy. The 5-star EX ticket thing is absolute crap, as I have kind of explained my stance on a 5-star EX ticket. Getting a 5-star is a really cool thing, but as the unit pool dilutes, there's just less better things you can get from a 5-star EX ticket, especially as the trials become more and more specific, character specific, which is something we've seen on the JP side. It really seems like a reason to make people continue to spend a lot of money on limited time units, and from a business perspective, I understand that, but as a consumer perspective, this is my official response to Gummy. Do with it what you will. As for you guys, you can decide whether you want to go up against Gummy on this one and try and get them to change it. It seems like they're open if there's enough complaints about it, so let loose the hogs of war. Or is it dogs of war? Probably doesn't matter.